Canadian actor Jay Baruchel narrating that essay about voting, about the importance of this day and the definition of the country that you are actually making tonight in your decisions from coast to coast to coast. The votes that you marked off in ballots across the country still open in a huge part of the country, at least for another 28 minutes or so, from Quebec right through to Alberta and parts of the north, and up at the next top of the clock in British Columbia. So still some voting going on, still some decisions being made by Canadians. But right now, the decisions that have been made in Atlantic Canada are pretty impressive. Look at this, especially, obviously, if you're a Liberal. Every single riding in Atlantic Canada painted red at this point. 28 of the 32 ridings in Atlantic Canada have been decided. There are still a couple too close to call. One riding that's on the same Atlantic Canada time zone is reporting so far. That's why it comes to 33, but it too is Liberal. The Conservatives taking big hits. The NDP taking big hits. Rosie Barton is with us. Rosie.
The ridings of Halifax, Dartmouth, before 3 of them held by the NDP, now all have gone red. All of them have turned Liberal tonight. So let me show you where the NDP took their losses. First in Halifax. This is a major blow to the NDP and a big victory for the Liberals here. Andy Fillmore, an urban planner for the downtown area of Halifax, beats handily Megan Leslie, one of the deputy leaders of the NDP, one of the most vocal and frankly personable MPs up on Parliament Hill, well-liked by so many, and a strong parliamentarian. That's a big loss for the NDP tonight. I'll show you the next one where they've gone down. Another big surprise. This is not a riding where the NDP would have had any concerns going into the election here tonight. Peter Stauffer has held this riding since 1997. He has won 6 elections. For him to lose tonight to the Liberals, this is an indication of something much bigger that is happening, at least in this part of the country. A decision not necessarily for a candidate, but perhaps against a movement. And that movement would be Conservative in this case. And finally, let's show you another one. This is a riding where the NDP had more concerns, I think it's fair to say. They knew that it was going to be a tight race. And indeed, tonight they have lost Robert Chisholm, the former leader of the NDP in that province. Liberals pick that one up again, Darren Fisher. And the only other riding in Halifax has been held by Jeff Regan in Halifax West. He's held it and he kept it here tonight. So an entire swath, another urban area where we expect the Liberals to do well to pick up some seats. Didn't expect them to pick up this many seats, not in this part of the country.
And in some places by as wide a margin. I mean, not even close.
No, that's the point, yeah.
It's stunning, really.
Yeah.
Let's